Jenny, and today we are going to make my gluten-free banana bread from the meal prep guide that you may well have downloaded and hopefully got hold of by now. So today, as I said, we're making the gluten-free banana bread, and I just need to turn on the oven because I did forget to do that before we get going. Let's take that out. Take that out. And we need to set the oven for 180 degrees, 180, and we're good to go. So first off then, we need 3 medium ripe bananas, which to save you the effort of watching me mash up, I've already mashed up. We need a banana half to go on the top, that's optional, and some vanilla extract. So what we're going to do, mash the bananas in a large bowl and add the remaining ingredients. So pretty simple. So just going to stick those bananas in there. And add everything else but the flours. Now this is a gluten-free banana bread, so we're using almond meal and buckwheat flour and gluten-free baking soda, baking powder, which we'll come to in just a second. So, and mix them until smooth. So really simple then. We've got our bananas in. We need half a teaspoon. So I've got my little measuring spoons here. Half a teaspoon of vanilla extract. Teaspoon, there we go, vanilla extract, done. An egg. I'm really lucky because unlike many people, we have a milkman and I get my eggs and my milk delivered to my door, which is fantastic. With the tea towel, eggs on my fingers, an egg, 3 tablespoons of coconut oil melted. Well, again, here's one I prepared earlier, some melted coconut oil. So that is going in. And then we want 1/4 cup of powdered sugar. I love these recipes that use cups. They're so simple, it saves having to weigh everything out. So we've got here we've got our organic coconut sugar. I'm just going to take 1/4 cup of that. Throw that in. And what else have we got? A cup of sugar, maple syrup. Oh man, I love maple syrup. Whoop. So again here I've got my organic Canadian maple syrup, and we need 2 to 3 tablespoons of that. So measuring spoon, 2 to 3, let's go for 2.5, eh? 1, 2, and maybe 3. Can't beat maple syrup. Right, there we go, maple syrup, and 3.5. And really, apart from the flours, I don't think baking powder constitutes as a flour, does it? So, or maybe it does, yeah, maybe I'll put that in with a flour. So, I'm just going to mix this lot in here, mix it all down, and then we'll throw in the flours afterwards. So, this recipe is part of my meal prep guide. There's another 2 recipes in the meal prep guide, including chili con carne, and the other one is, what is the other one? I should know really, shouldn't I? I can't remember. But it's part of a series. So basically, after the meal prep guide, beyond that, I prepare a 12 to 15 recipe guide every single month. So it's something that might interest you further on down the line. But for now, let's get these all mixed up. It's looking a bit lumpy. Thing is, with bananas, always looks pretty unappealing actually when you start mixing it up. But anyway, that's that for now. Let's see. Oh, there's a little bit of sea salt and baking powder. So 3.5 teaspoons of baking powder. Now, when I cook, if I haven't got something, I'm not a celiac and I'm not too concerned about being gluten-free. This is a gluten-free recipe, but I will admit I couldn't find any gluten-free baking powder, so I'm just sticking to normal baking powder. But obviously, if you're following this to the letter, then you want to go gluten-free baking powder, which is generally quite easily available. So 3.5 teaspoons of this. I use my other measuring spoon here, 1, 2, 3.5 teaspoons of baking powder, a little bit of sea salt. I love this Almond sea salt. It's got such a nice flavour to it. 3/4 teaspoon. There we go. Sprinkle that in. And some ground cinnamon. Oh, cinnamon. I just absolutely adore cinnamon. I just put it in just about everything. I put it on my porridge, and I throw it on in smoothies and on toast. A really good anti-inflammatory as well, cinnamon. So 1 teaspoon of ground cinnamon. Where's our teaspoon? There we go. In fact, if I take the lid off that, then I can get a whole, get it, oh, typical, I can't get it in. There we go. 1 teaspoon, just double check, teaspoon of ground cinnamon. Boom, done. Okay. Oh, and almond milk. So we have our 180 grams of almond milk. Here's some I prepared earlier, all measured out. So that goes in there too. Mix that all up. Okay, and then we stick in our. These recipes talk about talk about almond flour, but actually basically that's just ground almonds. I mean, ground almond flour, I believe, is slightly finer milled, but this will do. Again, you know what you've got in the cupboards. Some people get really het up about, you know, making it exactly. And I know with baking, a lot of it you do need to be, you know, exact, but sometimes just making some well-informed substitutes is sometimes all you need to do. But I guess we will find out when this comes out the oven. Get that mixed in there, and also 2 cups of buckwheat flour. So we've got our flour here, got my cup measurements. We're just going to scoop out 2 cupfuls. In fact, maybe not even scoop out. I might just have to full container there. One. It's all going to come out at the same time, isn't it? Okay. Talk amongst yourselves. 2, and then just a tiny bit more because it wasn't quite up to the top. There we go. I think that's sorted. So we have our 2 cups of buckwheat flour, and we're going to mix that up into a nice batter and throw that in our pre-prepared loaf tin. So I've already lined that because it can always be a complete pain in the bum trying to dig loaves out of loaf tins. They always seem to stick, so it's always definitely worth the time to spend a few minutes and just line those loaf tins when you do make any kind of loaf. So let's get all this mixed up. We've got lots of baking powder in there, so that's going to cause this to rise a little bit. So quite often you have to like be really gentle once you add the flour, so you don't knock the air out of it when you're mixing things up. But we've got the baking powder in there, so don't have to be too soft with folding this in. Right, so now we've got our nice kind of mixed up batter there, and I'm going to pour it into the loaf tin. In fact, what we're going to do first is and top with a half banana. Right, okay, so let's pour this in. Actually, my loaf tin might almost be a little bit too small. I've still got, oh no, in fact we're nearly there. Very good. Okay. Scoop that round. I love these like silicone, these silicone spoons and things, because you can just scrape around the bowl and get everything out. There we go. Pop that over there. Squeeze that all down there, and then what you can do, entirely optional, is just put a half banana, just kind of press it down onto the top, and it looks kind of nice when it comes out the oven. I didn't have a whole banana to put in, but I just put like 2/3 of a banana, so there we go. Let's go in the oven, and it's going to go in there for 60 to 75 minutes. It's quite a long cooking time, this one. It's really quite dense. So let's put that in the oven. We will set this for, I'm going to set it for 60 minutes for the time being, and then we'll come and check on it. There we go. And that's it for now, so I will see you again in an hour. Alright, this has been in for an hour. Let's see if it's done. pretty much clean. I think it's got a slight bit of, you see that it's got a slight bit of glue on it, so I think maybe another couple of minutes, but other than that, we're just about ready to go. Okay, it's the moment of truth. Is it going to come out of the pan? Yay! Oh, that smells good. Mmm.